please make it so my wife can have children. No, he's not just asking him to pray anymore. You're asking him to do something. I need a job. I go ask the wali, I need a job. Can you do something? Fix me up. Huh? This is shirk. Shaitan comes to you and uses the trick. The trick? Oh, there's somebody very nice. He prays every day. He fasts. My God, he fasts every Monday, every Thursday. He likes Sunnah. MashaAllah. Much better person than me. Let me ask him for what I need. Shaitan tells you, yes, that's a good idea. Do it. Why? Because the more you keep going to these kinds of people or these types of things, what will happen, you make sure without realizing it, and then Shaitan's very happy. Allah said in Quran, ayah number 208, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu udkhulu fi silmi kafatan. All you who believe, enter into Islam perfectly. And then what did he say? And don't follow the footsteps of Shaitan, because he is your sworn, avowed enemy. Mubin, very clear. Nothing Shaitan will do you will ever benefit you, here or in the next life. For sure, he will come to you from every way. From above you, below you, from beside you, in every possible way. To do what? To misguide you. Yes or no? Listen to what the Prophet ﷺ told us. Where do you think idol worshipping came from? Now this is very clear in Islam about idol worshipping. But guess what? It's all over the Bible too about idols. False gods. Things that they made with their hands. Describes it. It's the second commandment in their 10 commandments. Some of you know I used to be a preacher, so obviously I have to know these things. Second commandment, thou shalt not make unto me any graven image of anything. And it tells them, don't carve something out with your hands to worship, not anything which is like something walking on the earth, swimming in the sea beneath, or flying in the air above. I was sitting in church one day, listening to another preacher. And while I was sitting there listening, I was looking, and I was amazed. Because they had a man on a cross, that's somebody that walks on the earth. They had a fish on the front of the pulpit, representing, to make you fishers of men. So they had a fish right there, that now they took care of in the water. And then up in the stained glass window, up over his head, guess what? A dove. A dove, which is what? Flies in the air above. I said, man, they didn't miss a thing. Got it all. Why do we laugh when we do the same thing? Sheikh, wait a minute. We don't have that here. Oh, really? Let me continue talking to you about the subject of a shirk. Next, we talked about praying to human beings. What about when you've got an amulet? You know what an amulet is? Namima. Is it? Is it what they call amulet in Arabic? Is it? Tamima. Tamima. Namima is when you're like lying against somebody. Tamima. The amulet. People carry that. Some people wear a bracelet. It's going to make me healthy, like a brass bracelet. And in Africa, I saw they wear elephant hair bracelets. I saw a lot of strange things. And people wear around their neck the small, tiny Quran. Have you seen this one? So small, even with a magnifying glass, you can't really read it. But they wear it. Why? Good luck. And it becomes what? Sure. You say, yeah, but it's a Quran. How could the Quran be a problem? The first people to worship statues, idols, Prophet ﷺ told us, the people of Noah, alayhi salam. What happened, there were righteous people, you see, and they died. So the people carved statues to look like those people, and then they would tell their children, do you see this? This person is very righteous. You should be like this person or that person. He did this and she did that and so and so. So then the next generation They heard that you have to be like that, you have to be righteous, this is righteous. So they began to pray to these statues. And this is where it begins. Shaitan comes to you and tells you, this is nice, this is a good thing, do this more and more, and then twist it a little more, and twist it a little more, until what? Until you make the fatal mistake. Because once you make this mistake, Allah won't forgive it. A person needs to understand, when you make shirk with Allah, the rest of your life, here and there, is ruined unless a person does what? You have to make real sincere tawbah. In some cases, they need to make a new shahada and start over. Otherwise, what they're doing, Allah never accepts it. Regardless of the salah, the praying, the zakah, the charity, the sawm, the Ramadan, the fasting, everything, Allah is not going to accept it because of this subject of shirk. Another kind of shirk. We mentioned having these little magic things. Some people think that it's okay to carry something with them for good luck. We mentioned some. There's also the horseshoe. There's also the lucky rabbit's foot. But it wasn't very lucky for the rabbit, so why would you carry it? And a rabbit running around on crutches. Stop and think how stupid we are when we fall for these things. Shaitan comes and makes it look like okay. But guess what? It doesn't stop there. Whoever makes up a religion other than Islam, regardless of how much they think they're doing something good, that's also shirk. Whoever makes up a way to worship Allah other than what Allah has ordained is also shirk. Yes or no? Is it proof? In Quran. In Surah Tawbah, chapter 9, verse 31. Real clear. Allah said the people before us, they took their priests or monks and their rabbis as partners with Allah. Who? The Jews and the Christians. Ali bin Hatim, who happened to be Sahabi, a Christian, former Christian, came to Islam. Radiallahu anhu. He spoke to Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam about this subject. He said, we didn't used to worship those guys. He said, did they accept the halal which Allah had made haram? And vice versa, the haram which Allah made halal? Did they do that? He said, well, yeah, they did that. He said, in that way they worshipped him. So this is dangerous, man. I'm going to give you some clear examples. I want you to stop. I want you to think. Person comes to you talking about hijab. The woman has to wear hijab. Somebody says, no, she don't have to wear hijab. It's not in Islam. It's nothing in Islam that says she has to wear hijab. You know how dangerous that statement is? The woman who does not wear hijab can be punished or forgiven because Allah said anything less than shirk, He can forgive, right? So even if she doesn't wear hijab, maybe Allah will forgive her. I don't know that. But the woman who said it's not in Islam, even if they wear hijab, Allah is not going to accept it from them. Because that's shirk. Clearly stated in two ayahs in the Quran, one in Surah An-Nur, chapter 24, verse 31, and Surah Al-Ahzab, chapter 33, verse 59, telling the woman how to dress. Clearly stating she has to be totally covered up when in public, and even in her home she has to have a certain amount of covering in front of people who are not her closest relatives. If you want more details on that, you can get some more information on our website, clearly explaining how the people understood it at that time, including what the Prophet ﷺ said and Aisha said in Sahih Bukhari. Don't play with this deen unless you're just tired of being a Muslim. And at that stage, if you want some other religion, don't corrupt Islam. Go be a Christian. That's like the easiest religion in the whole world. You don't have to do anything. Just say some nonsense. 3 = 1 and have a nice time. Easiest religion in the world, no doubt. I know, I used to preach it. Islam is not easy. It's easy to understand.